How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have some news coming out that is actually really big news here today. And I want to warn you about a trap that's been laid right now. And I think a lot of people are going to fall into it. A lot of people think they have they have the market figured out and they don't really know what's going on. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link to Margex underneath the video where you can start trading in just a few minutes. You can just click the link underneath the video, sign up with an email, password, check their terms and conditions, and then you can start depositing crypto and start trading very quickly. It's cool too because there are all kinds of forms of collateral. Like for this Bitcoin chart, I can trade it with Solana, I can trade it with Ethereum, I can trade it with USDT, I can trade it with Bitcoin, which gives you a lot of flexibility. But let's look here. Bitcoin's price is floating right around 66,000. We were at 70,000 yesterday, and we got rejected for the fifth time by this line. But I know some people are bearish on this market. We'll talk about that and what happened today. But keep in mind, Bitcoin and crypto is not the only asset out there that's looking and has looked a little bit rough recently. As you can see here, Microsoft down 6% after earnings from their peak, about a month ago? At the beginning of the month, they're down 10%. There are a lot of other stocks like this too. I mean, you can look at Tesla. Tesla, 1 month ago, just a couple weeks ago. Since then, it's down 15.6%. It was at $263. So many stocks like this. Amazon, Google. And did Microsoft have bad earnings today? No, they actually double beat. They reported $2.95 in earnings per share versus $2.94 expected, up 10% year over year. And they also had revenue that was up 15% year over year, and they beat revenue estimates by $300 million. Yet they fell 7% after hours because of growth in the cloud and lower than expected AI growth. So, yeah, I mean, the traditional markets are seeing a bit of a pullback as well. So it's not just crypto. I mean, if you look at CrowdStrike stock, it's down significantly too. Year to date, just a couple weeks ago, it was up 40% compared to where it's at now. But I think we have to realize crypto is different. There are different catalysts for crypto. Some overlap with stocks, but just look at what's happened recently. Game theory is fully on. Trump backs U.S. Bitcoin reserve and says Democrat win would be disaster for crypto. Every one of you will be gone. But saying that they will buy Bitcoin, saying that they will hold Bitcoin and kind of alluding that they would buy Bitcoin, Kamala Harris reaches out to crypto industry with pro-business, responsible business message. RFK Jr. is actually talking about buying Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin, consistently buying 550 Bitcoin a day. And now we have news today of the SEC backing down on claims that Solana, ADA, Matic, and other tokens are securities. So the SEC kind of saying, hey, we're not going after Binance for this anymore. We can get them on other stuff, but we don't have to claim that these cryptos are securities. We're not going to do that. And I don't know. I haven't seen any reasoning for this. I haven't seen why SEC is backing down on this, but it's interesting. And then take a look at this. This just came out. Russia to legalize Bitcoin and crypto as a foreign currency for international payments. This is coming from Bloomberg. Okay, this is the same Russia that banned crypto a while ago. This is, same thing with China. If they come out and legalize crypto as well, this is interesting. I mean, the fact is these are countries that do not want Bitcoin to do well, but they also realize, hey, we can probably buy a significant amount. I mean, Russia could be Mr. 100. To be fair, they could be Mr. 100. We wouldn't know. But Russia, China, they can buy some Bitcoin. They probably see the writing on the wall. They see all these candidates talking about buying and holding Bitcoin. So it probably makes sense for them to become kind of important in the crypto space. Also, if they wanted to hurt the US, obviously pushing for Bitcoin as the next world reserve currency would probably hurt the US, right? I mean, we have a lot of power right now, or the US has a lot of power, with it being, again, the currency that a lot of assets trade in. Obviously, that would hurt the US if Bitcoin is the world reserve currency, but not as much as if the Russian ruble was the currency or the Chinese yen. But it would also provide a more level playing field. Maybe Russia says, hey, if we could get this to be the world's reserve currency, yes, the US might hold a lot of Bitcoin, but at least then they don't hold as much power as they do right now. Maybe they're watching these speeches and just saying, hey, we just need our hands on some. We're going to be more pro-crypto than the US, or we're just going to be pro-crypto in general. This is the way the things have to be for the future, so we'll just do it now. Okay, so this is interesting. Like I said, game theory is on. One country, the US, being more pro-crypto forces other countries to be more pro-crypto, which allows people to start buying Bitcoin or USDT or USDC. They haven't been able to buy it before. So in my mind, this is only good for crypto. Now, I saw British Hodl post a video, path to 100K Bitcoin is loading. And basically in this, he talked about the short term. He talked about the cup and handle that's forming. And I've seen some analysts say, no, this is not a cup and handle. I've seen some analysts say, yes, this is a cup and handle for Bitcoin. I'm just going to say the main thing that I see is the changing behind the scenes with Trump, with Harris, with RFK Jr. I see the writing on the wall for bears, Bitcoin bears. So I do think we're going to move up significantly. We're moving into a lower rate environment. If you look at any of the past cycles, this looks bullish, right? This looks pretty bullish because we're barely at the all-time highs. And we're tapping on this glass over and over and over. We will break out at some point. And I think some people right now just assume that we have like a really long time to be able to accumulate. This is the trap that I don't want you to fall into, because we've been going sideways since March? So April, May, June, July. Okay, we've been going sideways for 4 months. The fact is, some people think that we have forever, but we don't. The fact is, down here, it seemed like we had forever. From June to March, we had not moved. I mean, that's 9 months. I mean, we had volatility, but we were at the same price. Same thing could be said for March through October. This is a long time, but we were still sideways. And then we moved up. The fact is, if you're waiting with some cash on the sidelines, okay, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you can buy in at a cheaper price if you already have like a bag that you're comfortable with. But if you're waiting on the sidelines and you don't have any exposure, or you're underexposed and you're thinking you want to buy a lot of Bitcoin, but you just want to wait again, the fact is you could miss out, right? You could just miss out completely. I mean, last time we saw Bitcoin pass its all-time high, it went from 20K up to 65K, then back down, then back up. So, I mean, we're talking about a 3.25x. If we do that again, that would put us around $200,000 Bitcoin. If we just look back here, I mean, we moved from 28,000 up to 73,000. That's a significant move too. I mean, that's almost a 3x. So if you wait too long, Bitcoin has a way of taking advantage of you, right? Or, forcing you in at times that probably aren't the best time. So if we move up to 80, 85K, and you've just been sitting, not dollar cost averaging even, well, you can kind of get screwed. Screwed as in you won't be able to get as much Bitcoin as you obviously could get your hands on now. Now, of course, it's all a game. At the end of the day, if you want to wait, if you already are comfortable with your position, great. What I typically say, actually, I have a video saying on the channel, it's the first one that you go to, or the first one that you get when you go to my channel saying, does it make sense to buy Bitcoin now or should I wait? Basically, what I said in that video is get yourself to 1% Bitcoin if you're bullish enough to get there. And then Like, determine if you can handle the volatility. Determine if you can deal with 5%, 10%, 50% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. It also depends on a number of other factors, like when are you buying? Obviously, we are like starting maybe midway through a bull market. So you missed out on a 4X. Yeah, that was kind of crappy that you missed out on that. But also, if you're thinking, well, I still think Bitcoin's going to hit 120 conservatively, well, that's still a 2X. So maybe you still want the dollar cost average. Watch that video. I do a much better job of explaining it in that video. But I think this is a time where a lot of people just get bored, will quit, will stop dollar cost averaging because they don't think it's going anywhere, when all the signs are here. I mean, we have so many companies announcing that they're buying Bitcoin for the first time. We have the BlackRock ETF. We have all the other ETFs buying hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. We have countries and politicians saying that they're going to buy Bitcoin. We have all kinds of bullish news consistently coming out, and it's just the price action and some overhangs, right? German government, Mt. Gox selling some Bitcoin. That causes the price to go down short term. I mean, this whole dump is from Germany selling. So, I mean, we can go down quickly if someone just decides that they don't really care about the price. They're just going to dump. But also that means that we can go up just as quickly. Let me know your thoughts, though, underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, just be careful out there. There's news coming out every day that's bullish. Make sure that you understand your plan. Make sure you know what you're going to do. Make sure that you have some kind of take profit plan, whether that's, hey, I'm not going to sell anything, I'm just going to hold on to Bitcoin forever, or whether it's, hey, I'm going to trim my Bitcoin position by 2% a month or 5% a month starting now, or at this certain price, right? Or at this certain day in the future. Just make sure you have something laid out, so that way when the emotions get to you, if we fall down to 50K or if we pump to 80K, make sure you know what you're going to do. Now, thank you so much for watching. Check out the links underneath the video to Margex or to CoinW, to Blowfin, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.